Is we live? Is it doing it? Is the thing is happening? Yep. Good morning, anyone who watches this. You're weird. I like you. Alright. So, I'm not gonna wait for anyone because I highly doubt anyone's gonna actually watch. So, yeah. Um, well, let me. Yeah, that's my stream. Uh, well. Okay. Since most likely no one's gonna actually tune in anytime soon, let's get on with the thing I'm supposed to do right now, which is a cursor. I want to make a custom cursor for my game Cosmos Industry. For anyone wondering what I'm doing, if you're still here, actually, you're weird. You're a weird guy. All right. The cursor should be about this big, like fit into this at most, and depending on if it seems too big or too small, I'll adjust it later, but I don't want to spend a lot more time on it because, it's kind of, it's not a lot. It's not all that important, you know? So let's start. Do I want like a pointer? Like, you know, a, this? Ugh. I want like a pointer, or do I want like a hands? So, maybe a. Well, the game itself, like, I don't know. Maybe like a claw. Would a claw be better? Like something like this. Huh, actually, this doesn't feel all that wrong. Okay, so let's go with something like a claw. Not exactly this, but because you're gonna be grabbing items and shit. All right. So it's all gonna fit into this little thingy, little box without the outline. The outline's gonna be it's separate. So now that we have the silhouette, let's color it in. I want the color mainly to be gray, because if it's like a robot hand, it's some color for it. So insides. Most of my shadows are on the left side, whilst the light is on the right. So let's work under that assumption now. And now the highlights. For now, I guess. But here, let's cut it off and work with this. If it's over, probably do it like this so that, but you know. So now with this, I think I can make do with this. At least for now, because I don't want to spend a lot more time on this, and I would like to make some cables coming out of it. You know, like as in it's broken off, but it's a little too long. So, if I do green, I do green. I like green, as you can see. Let's put it somewhere. And now then, if this is the inside, probably make it look like the insides. Okay, let me do the silhouette. And border. Because I want it to be visible on any background, which with this as my color palette is a bit hard. So I'll do a too thick border, one being black, the other being white. I don't know if it's going to look good on screen, but it's visible at least. You can see it. It's a little too big for this, but yeah, I think I like it. He's good. He's good. Alright. Let me export it somewhere else. Let me export it up here. And close in the walls. Okay, never mind. I wrong button. That's the right button. Okay. Fuck is this? Is that okay? How did I even do? Okay. Good. Only an ace bright. I somehow marked the screen. Let's export it as what should all frames. Yeah, sure, whatever. It's gonna be a PNG no matter what. You're the only person who did, and I respect that. But also, it's gonna be boring because it's me. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Me. Yeah, me. So let me finish up the cursor. No problem. Just stopping by is more than enough for me. It shows that it worked. Letting people know that I actually do plan on streaming. Now let me find this. I already forgot where I put the cursor in my folders. Here? Yes, here. And screw organization. Just put it here. All right, see ya, and thanks for joining. Okay, I got the cursor now. I'm not gonna do the code for it because I don't know how to do the code for it, but I have a place. Oh wait, I actually don't need to do any code for it. I just gotta say spray render. I'm guessing. Yeah, it's not on a canvas. Spray render. This being it. And it being, what is everything else? 5? Because I made a mistake before of thinking I'm not retarded. Turns out, not quite. I somehow managed to make the whole thing 5 times bigger, smaller, I guess, than it needed to be. So now most of my things need to be at 5 times scale. Well, all right, it shows the cursor. That's good. What's up? Now, okay, I need the cursor to be above everything else. And that's not gonna happen, because I don't know how. Well, I know how to make it above everything else in its, as game objects, but not, UI. UI, that's the magic word. I could make it a UI, put in a canvas, put in an image, a smidge of an image, remove component here, and put it here. Okay, maybe no, don't need that. Yes, that's better. And I think it's even the correct size. Yes, it is. That's weird. That never really works. Okie dokie. Now, I have this code for that somewhere here. Somewhere, I think. Yes. See, I have a different component that does pretty much exactly what I want this guy to do, the cursor to do. And now see, data, what is this? I'm just gonna paste it in here for now and fix it now. Of course, base event data drag handle pointer event. You know what? Let me Google that later. And for now, let me focus on what I'm actually here for. Fixing my game, not adding new stuff. I need to make it work. As it is right now, I need it to work without any errors, with everything being pretty much, complete. See, the problem is it's not that close to being complete, so it might take a while. By which I mean, this I've already tested. This should be, everything should work as intended, even though I am skipping most of it. So if you want to see it, wish list and then buy it. Or just be, just slow down the video for anyone watching later. Reroll. Alright, so everything should be working here. I should probably do it so that, you know, you can see if it's been watered, the plant, the the thing that's here, you know, needs to be watered daily, and if it isn't, it's not going to grow. Maybe finding a bit of, you know, showing the progress or showing the indicate some kind of indicator if it is or isn't would help. Yeah, it does everything as it should. The problem now, there's always a problem with me, is that here it doesn't display the tutorial. You know, the explanation of how to close this menu, or that you even can close this menu, and what to do once it's done. Because nobody's gonna actually figure out it's a button that you're supposed to press once you're done. And yeah, that's a problem. So I've given myself a good amount of things, you know, these items. And I've given myself at least enough to craft out of. To test all the minigames, if it works, if it doesn't, if it should, if it shouldn't. You know, the explanations of the minigames themselves are pretty visible when you know, use eyes and stuff. Alright, so yeah. Everything here are the explanations of everything, which is correctly done. And here in the storage, I can see, or I can bring forth everything that's there. And I can choose, alright, this. Perfect. Thing is, yeah, no problem here. No problem here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's because you're supposed to open it, and I can't because. Okay, so in here, if one of these already should be disabling the moving screen. Yep, this one. So I'll just add on to this, not WW. And I have no idea what this is. But it popped up. And it's still. My Alt key doesn't work. This one, it's not. What the? Or maybe it does, and I'm on a different language. Never mind. I guess it really doesn't. Okay, so how do I do this? Not. Nope. How do I do this? Hell? Yes. Now I should be on the. Oh, I did one. And everything is falling apart. By everything, I mean me. Perfect. Copy pastorino. Fix me problem. So, what's next? Oh yeah. Oh. Once again, copy paste. And it is called, it is known as, it has been referred to as, it's been dubbed. Starting. I think is the one. Is it the one? It is the one. It is one of the two. Okay. Now back here, it is here. I guess not. See, I want movement to be, you know, to be possible even with, okay, that's the cursor. I want movement to be possible because right now, oh, it is. I am just, what? Okay. Because when that thing spawns, when the pointer, the arrow spawns, it should disable movement. And I don't want that. I want it to be free. Be free. Great, now I actually have to go through it all again. Oh, it's fine. I can just show off my skills. No! I am not good at my own game. As it seems. Nice. Now here I just gotta wait, because I know the explanation. But can't really change the intensity of how long this stays. This people apparently can't read as fast. Okay. Okay. Nice. Oh, I'm free. The fuck? Okay. Slide away. Apparently, is it gonna break something if I add one more thing? It is not gonna break anything as it seems. Right. Now after I open this, and this all goes, you know, says what it needs to be, said. Then everything after everything is done and dusted and crusted, I can finally see if that one small tweak that I've made within a minute works as it should. Does it? Oh, nice. Can I open? I cannot open it. Why can I? Okay. I have nothing to say. Why? Why doesn't it like me? Why is this not a button? Where's the button? I was almost sure this was a button. But it's not, so no problem, I guess. What the fuck? There's a problem. That problem being... My hand hurts. My head hurts. My pride is hurt. Why? Where? Why? What way? What? Whoa! Whoa! We. Okay. 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 Huh? I still don't understand it. I don't want to. Alright. Because something here needs to be a button. Up and down, that's the button. And I am screaming. Ah! It triggers up and down, it's called. So, let me find it. And after that, if I find it, the only thing I can do is shove it up my ass because nothing here should prevent it from doing it. Is it being touched? Is it being molested by the cursor? Let's figure that out first. Okay. And I'll just... Perfect. Now I'm going to actually figure it out. For another 12 minutes. Let me... If input... That's not it. Input.get key code. Get key down, actually. Key code, I don't know. L. Show tutorial. And now let's find the number. The magic number. That's hidden somewhere in here. It is called story. 24. So the number going in here is 24. Congratulations, 24. You have won nothing. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay. Okay. I am only now trying to figure out why. When I do L, open menu, it is being... No. No. No, thank you. I'm not doing that. Because I don't do that. No, But, that being said... Okay. You know what? Maybe I should just put this. Oh, that's untrue. And I wanted it to be false. Okay, great. Now it should work as intended. To you too. I'm just here trying to understand what I am doing wrong. Nothing wrong anymore. Great. So now let's try it out fully. What the? Okay. Let's try it the intended way and not by a shortcut. Now it should work. I'll just skip over everything here because I've seen it a million times and I'm gonna see it a million more times. Whoop. This one I actually do have to wait out, so. So in the meantime, I have nothing to say. I'm just here. I'm just here. Great. Now I can once again. Oh, I can skip it. Nice. And the final thing is here with this 11 again. I gotta balance it for 11 seconds. I'd say this takes immense focus, but no, it takes luck on my side. There is nothing else to it. Okay, and with that, I have to wait through this again. But I'll just test out if it works as it should, which it appears to. I'm not really sure if it does. I'm gonna find that out the hard way. I get a ping in 3 hours from one of my testing guys saying, "Oh, you're stupid. It doesn't. It's broken again." By again, I mean still. All right, here everything is nice, and now when I go back, great. Nice, but okay. I can see the text behind it. It is cool. It is gonna be cool, I hope. It's called Cosmos Industry. And if everything goes well, it should be coming out by the end of this month into early access, but still, it's a huge step for me. Because, it's my first game. And by the looks of it, I have no idea why this, once again, doesn't work. So it might be my last. That's gone. So why is this still, why is it locked? Because I have a function here, disable moving. And not function, just a bool, static bool. And it should be false. It should be false when hiding the tutorial or the explanation, and it didn't hide it. Because this guy, it's called Spacesuit. Great, yeah, that makes sense. Actually does make sense. And I don't think it has progression and not turn off. Okay, now it makes sense. It's gonna work once I make it work. Once I literally only turn this off. Congrats to me. I'm a little slow. All right, now it should work. So there should be no problem, and everything, like the progression itself, is taken care of. I guess. Is there something that's going to break it other than the ones I saw a moment ago? I know what's going to break it. The fact that these are set way too, in the background, way too far. That's the word. That's the word. Okay, I can't really not do it by hand, and I have no idea if I set my normal canvases on a normal number. Nope, it is definitely not a normal number. Let's do 200 on the ones that I want to be seen, no matter what. Well, almost. 200, and let's actually not let's actually not make a bigger mess of it than it already is, because I don't need any more. With these two, it should be everything that needs to be, this. Spacesuit is fine as it is, because I just needed to turn off once the person knows what he's supposed to do, which this informs him of what he's supposed to do. I don't see a problem with turning it off after a while, after reading, this one line. I am just hopeful that my testers are going to think the same way. With that being said, let me once again test, but this time test selling and buying. Just selling and buying, just a lot of it. All of it, actually. I should have started with selling and buying, the tutorial. So, alright. Take this out. Let me make as much money as I can off the things that I have in storage, that I don't need to craft anything from it. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. That's not supposed to happen. And I don't have a customer, so of course I can't sell anything to no one. Now I should have a customer. Yep, now there's a guy. A guy that, okay, talks a little too much. This is still here. Why is it still here? I don't want it to... Okay. Good news, bad news. Bad news, it's still broken. Good news, I know about it. So, for my to-do list, a new one. Not the storage room, the saving room, I'll say. Tutorial needs turning off. Not odd. Something else broke. Right, the storage in items should have the sprite of not being held. Do not comment on my spelling if you can see it, because it is horrible, I know. And let me buy, and try and buy, nope, okay, perfect. Let me try and buy, I don't know, like phosphor. Nice. Okay. I'm going down. Exactly. It's still showing the sprite of being held, because before I had these guys, the light ones, you know, when you hover over them, I had them as not hovering. Oh my, what? It's outside. Okay. It's no longer outside, but it's small. Why is it small? Because it's still in the chute. It's still in here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, that's a problem. That's a problem I can't ignore. So, on the list it goes. Pretty high on the list, actually. Items in elevator. What happens with them? Well, they stay in the elevator. Stay in elevator when in storage. Not storage, in chest. So I should... in chest. Chest. Just in items. This makes sense, right? Anyone that reads this knows exactly what's being done here. Okay, let me just make money on these people. Let me sell everything. And if it still works and no errors are... there's an error. Okay. I'll find out what that was later. Because putting off problems is my way. Is the correct way. Okay, if no errors are detected after one more batch, I am saying screw it. Buying some random stuff and... okay, no errors, perfect. I don't think I need to test it anymore. I can only buy 3, so... what's up? No, I don't want your ores, because your ores are useless to me right now. Multiple reasons. Okay. Why is it being... oh. Now this is interesting. It's not. Don't get your hopes up. But it is interesting to me, because I had this problem a long time ago, and I fixed it. As it appears, I have not fixed it. It has... what's up? Oh, you're the guy with... yeah, that's not gonna happen. We practice no safety here, and uranium's way too safe for me. I guess that's enough. I could, you know, I could add some uranium. I've been playing a lot of Factorio recently, so uranium's on my mind. And I do like... yes, pipe bombs or some kind of bombs are coming. Because there are going to be some kind of crises here, you know, like some things are going to explode later on. So I do want some kind of bomb or explosive or, you know, something unstable that sells for a lot, but at the same time is dangerous, because danger is always good. It's gambling without the gambling. Now, why is this acting weird? It's acting weird because, I don't know, it is something here. It is... shouldn't. Yeah. Weird. Look, because, you know, these three things, these shoot walls, and shoot walls trigger in here, should be the only things that's... It's gambling without the gambling. Gambling will be added. I am planning to add some kind of gambling here. And some kind of mafia. Or, you know, loan shark, at least. It is... Yeah, it's getting off to a very rough start. Now, why is this acting weird? Something here. You can't see my hands, but just imagine I am pointing here into here. It's like these two things should have some kind of difference. All of them should have some kind of difference from, you know, these lights, because they don't work. They're doing weird shit, and I don't support it. I support a lot of things, but not this. You know, what? Alright. Funky shit. It's going on the to-do list. Funky shit, when buying items, putting them into elevator without clicking them. So I know how to fix... I don't know how to fix it. I just think I know a workaround. Which is, you know, good. It's the least I can do. Oh, it is here. I'm just trying to deplete all my money. Perfect. Without any errors occurring. As long as I can do that, I'm happy. Can I buy it? No, I cannot buy it. Perfect. I can buy that. Can I still sell nothing and buy something now? I hope not, because that would mean it's broken again. It is not broken again. Perfect. Perfect. Selling works as it should. Now, I forgot. I have to sit here for like 15 seconds, and that's pain to me. Because I can't skip this kind of tutorial because it is important, and as my testers have proved, people will not read it if you let them skip it. And I need people that play this game to read it, because then you have if you don't, you have no idea what the hell this is for. And even though it's pretty self-explanatory, there have been cases that just couldn't figure out what the hell items to craft recipe means. And that these are buttons, you know. Baffles me to no end, but still. Oh yeah, great. I have literally nothing I can use for crafting. And now this is breaking. Great. Okay, well, I'm sure there's something I can use for crafting here. Yeah, I wanted to. I will take you up on that very soon. Maybe next week. Because right now, I'm just using my close friends as guinea pigs. And so far, none of them have even completed a single day, because it's always broke. It's just broken. It's never working when I need it to. Okay, wait. Here, the what was it? Elevator closing shows items at weird time. I hope I will remember what this means. I will probably not. Elevator closing shows items at weird time. Alright, if someone remembers by next week, I swear to God, I will pay you. I sold my wire, and I forgot that I need wire to craft. Again, it's doing weird shit. Because I changed the when you hover over them, they change as the sprite and start to glow. As you can see, there is some kind of difference, even though it's not all that noticeable at first. There is a difference, and I've changed that, and apparently that's broken everything. Because the follow script, the one that's attached on everything that floats around all willy-nilly, should have been working for, like, I don't know, 3 months now without any changes, and now I go and change that single little thing that affects literally nothing else, and it broke it. And I'm not gonna dwell on it right now, but I will write a very harshly worded message to my diary about this, I guess. It is the items. With this one, I'll be actually descriptive so that I do know what I mean by it. The items act weird when in storage and elevator. Probably. I am from Europe, the Czech Republic more specifically. One is in the sprite change when on hover. And I will not be more descriptive because then again, I won't know what the fuck this is. Which is probably going to happen even still. That's cool. I'm actually hoping more people from Europe find out about me, because then I don't have to stream only in the afternoon, in very specific hours. Because then I can just, randomly appear and disappear and hope someone's here. Right now, the probability is slim to none, because, I guess I get some wire for free. Because, and that's actually cool, because Australia is not one of the time zones I was trying to hit with this. Yeah, I hope more people from around the world actually turn up. Europe is like more comfortable for me, because that would mean random streaming hours. Okay, and now it broke again. Because something happened. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled dumbassery, I guess. I don't know what to say. I am. So saving breaks it. An item with the same key, which is the ID, has been added. Now, the ID here, I need it to be 8204. So, great. Now I know where this is. I have no idea where this is. What? What is this? Since I know why it broke now. I understand why it broke, because the save, it saves temporarily when you go into crafting, because it's a different scene, and I don't want it to persist. I just want these things. I have no idea why these things are even here. I am a sniper. I can feel the times I'm not supposed to stream. But really, what the heck? Why? Where are the batteries? Are they They aren't. I think I accidentally, somehow... Okay, yeah, they're inside this. They're inside this, but they're not supposed to be, because I think this is exactly what I first sold. Meaning, it broke a long, long time ago. Great. Okay, I don't want to fix this. I'm not feeling like fixing this, but I will once again write it down, because it's as much as I can do right now with my brain not working. As always. What's the problem? The problem is that the chest saves the items when selling them, and then when going into crafting, the items are still in the chest, even though it was supposed to be empty. I don't know if it was supposed to be empty, I just know these 3 items are supposed to be long gone. I should only have 1 transistors, like 1 bundle, I guess. I'm calling them bundles for now because it's easier than just... It is boring to most people. And if it's not, congrats, you found me. I am funny to someone, I guess. Thank you. Now, the real question that boggles me, my mind, my understanding of physics and not physics, what's it called? Coding. How do items that have been destroyed reappear? How is that even possible? Huh? This is some quantum tunneling shit. Like, what? How do items that have been sold and given to a random passerby 5 minutes ago reappear in my chest? And that chest is now, like, locked in place. And everything is locked in place. Literally, I cannot touch or do anything, because this is a... Because it was in the process of fading out, which means most likely it is not. It is not. It might be. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. Is it? It is. The transition's on, and even though it isn't visible, it is blocking all raycasts. Congrats, I figured it out. Do I get a medal? No, I get a fucking aneurysm. Why are these guys back? As good as new. And I'd be ecstatic about that as a player, not as the developer. Because this has never happened. And thus, I have no idea what to do with it. So, what do I do with it? The chest is supposed to... Right, it is supposed to remove the item ID when saving, which is great. When I'm saving, it removes the ID of the item, which is probably the problem. You know what? Let's just go about this in the most retarded way possible. I'll do this and clear it at the start. And now I don't have to think about it. It's not gonna work. I can promise you it's not gonna work. But let me hope for a minute. Because look, it's supposed to. Wait, add? Why add? Items in storage, it should. Right, it should get removed when. Not when saving, but when loading, and not here, but in the item itself. Meaning. Wait, did I actually? Because I made a oopsie a long time ago. I did something very stupid, and these chests, there are 3 kinds of these chests. There are 3 sizes. The small, the medium, and the large. Problem, I created 3 different scripts for them. Instead of modifying one script to actually to just work with all 3 sizes, I made 3 different scripts and thought, oh yeah, that's not going to cause any problems. And so now I have to actually I have to check for 3 different scripts anytime the chest or any kind of chest is concerned. So yeah. Yeah, I have to explain this because nobody, not even me, can read this. I'm actually explaining it more to myself than to anyone else. That's the good thing about watching an idiot code. I don't understand anything you don't understand, and you don't understand anything because you can't read this. Okay, small chest, big chest, and draggable, I think I named them. Meaning 2 of them are here, like two of them I found, and the 3rd draggable. I will hope that's the one. It is the one. It is. Yep, I actually fixed it in the draggable, but I didn't fix it anywhere else. So items in storage need to be cleared before it can be reused, you know, resaved. I don't think so. I don't really know if I do or how to do it, to be fair. For anyone watching on YouTube and actually watching and wants to know, I'm also streaming on Twitch, and usually only the people on Twitch engage with me. So if you're interested in the chat, I will add a chat somewhere on screen at a later date. I am currently studying software engineering. So no real job. I'm doing this for free, for fun. But you know, I'm hoping that even if I don't make it as an indie dev, I will make it as a cog in the machine for a larger studio once I finish my degree. Wait, did I add it to here? But as it looks right now, I don't think I am capable of that. Considering, like, the most basic things are breaking. But it's a good thing I actually found this myself, because I would not have... nobody else would know how to explain this to me. You know, random items appeared in my chest after I tried to, you know... I tried to use it multiple times, like multiple uses per chest. Who's ever heard of that? That's never happened, right? It's a cardboard box. I should add some cardboard boxes. I'm actually gonna add a cardboard box as the smallest chest possible. That would be funnier than, you know, chests. Ooh, now I actually want to add some stupid stuff. Like, gambling is a given. I am adding gambling once this base game is working, and I get the A-OK from my testing team, aka 3 idiots. That somehow got the code. I am adding gambling. Now, why did this not turn off? What is wrong with it? I am pretty sure it shouldn't. It should, I guess. Okay. I broke it somewhere along the way. It's here in the tutorial prefab. In the start function, I am here because I am surprised, weirded out, and kind of impressed that I actually managed to break it. Storage stage 1. Is this storage stage 1? It is storage stage 2, meaning it should turn off. That turned off. But storage here then, stage 2, and find storage chest and locked in. But what if I don't find a storage chest? You know, because here it's in the fixed update, so it's never gonna get missed, I hope. It should check if the tutorial that's being displayed is the storage kind, you know, the one that explains how to use the room named storage for storing materials. I said a lot of storage related words. I should stop. But that being said, it should check if it's stage 2, meaning if it's the last one of its kind. And then, if it can find a small chest item, and that small chest item is locked in, meaning if it's on one of these pegs, it should turn off. But at the same time, I need it to storage stage 2, yes. In the start function, I have put in here that if it is the same thing, you know, the one from before, the tutorial, the last one of its kind, it goes into here, where it checks if that small storage is accessible, and if it can find it and the sprite renderer is enabled, meaning if it's not turned off, and wait, is it turned off here? I don't think so. Yes, see? The sprite renderer is fucking on. Why is it on? And where is the chest? It is here. What is the problem then? Why did it not? I know why it didn't. I do know it now. And you're not gonna find out. You're gonna find out very soon. I think the problem is that when me goes and speedruns the tutorial, I added a thing, a barricade, a way to not lose items when you're in the tutorial. Because look, if I take this chest and then I just flung it outside, you could not progress with the tutorial. You'd be locked in here for all of eternity and have to restart. So I put in a barrier to not let anything go through. Problem, the barrier is a giant block. It's just a huge slab of nothing. It is a collider and nothing else. Which is not a problem, per se. But what is a problem is that when I have that, and that chest then has some momentum going to the right. I think so. I think this is the problem. And then I start the tutorial. No, this time it worked, but trust me on this. Before, it spawned the chest. Don't worry about it. I don't need money, I don't need bits, I don't need nothing. I'm just doing this so Cosmos Industry finds its audience. Hopefully. But you know, here It's supposed to? Does it not? Hey, maybe soon, if a lot of people start watching, maybe soon it'll be possible. But for now, it is more than enough to just tune in. Okay. Okay, so I guess I am stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about because there is no barricade here. I can literally just fling this shit out. Never mind, I'm not gonna find out, I guess. I turn it off. Okay, but there should be a barrier in the story so that you can't fling the chest that is already inside. I have to find out why it didn't spawn the chest. Because I don't want it to repeat itself. Wait, could it be that I left it out here, in here, but there, but... Nope, that works. But look, it shouldn't... There is no barricade. I am stupid. I am literally just losing my mind. How did I forget? Okay. That is a problem that's going on the to-do list. Barrier. That is definitely not how you spell barrier. For storage tutorial. Tutorial. Good enough. Letters are hard. Alright, so now then. I know for a fact that the problem that happened before, a long time ago, you know, probably already forgotten, the one where the extra items were saved and never disposed of, is not going to happen before because I have tested the solution before. There are other problems that are not going to get resolved as easily by me just magically figuring out, oh, I'm stupid, and I forgot to copy the one line of code that I was supposed to copy from one script to another. And those problems are going to get found very soon. Hopefully right now. So, can you throw out... Yep, you can throw out water. Great. Now I have to find it. Right, that's the thing. These things, these items, can't travel through rooms if I haven't touched them. And that sounds weird, I know. And it doesn't make any sense to anyone who is actually, you know, here. I have streamed once before for about 3 hours, so I think around 3 hours again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If there's anyone here by the end of, like, 5 o'clock for me, so in 2 hours, I might just continue streaming, but we'll see. Also, it depends on if I actually can stream for longer, if you know, the content allows it, if there is anything to do, or anything I can do that's not boring out of my mind. Like, if I need a break, I am probably... Oh yeah, it works! Sorry. If I need a break, I'm probably just gonna go take a break, you know, go play something on stream still. But if there's anyone here by the end of the 3 hours I envision for myself, I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm here to stay for at least another 20 minutes after the 3 hours. It's a lot of math for me. I like to not think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's try it again. Does it? It does not grow because I am retarded and I forgot that I need water. So let me... Yes, typing is impossible for me. As you can see on my to-do list, if you can read it, My spelling is about as good as a third grader with dyslexia, without hands. And yeah, it's funny to people when I misspell words like and I actually do write E-N-D. The problem is when I actually have it on official documents that my name is misspelled. Yeah. It's funny, but at the same time, it's a problem. Oh, whoa. See, now this is what uranium's gonna look like. Why is it so glowy? It's so Did I Is it the light intensity 2? Same here. Everything is same. What? Why is it radioactive? Why is it giving me cancer? Okay, doesn't matter. I forgot. I need to find water, not plants. And why is this plant not able to be planted? Okay. I am finding problems. I am just in it today, and I'm gonna be out of it in 5 minutes, and I'm gonna be out of here in 2 hours, I guess, because I am losing my mind. For some reason, cotton is radioactive. I have no idea how to spell that, so radioactive. I am hoping that's correct. If it is not, do not let me know. It is funnier like this. For anyone who doesn't know that that I am slow about spelling, I'm dyslexic. Dysgraphic, dyslexic. Doesn't matter. It is funnier when they read these notes and find out, oh yeah, I probably had a stroke while writing this. Cotton is radioactive, yeah, and cannot be planted. Cannot be planted. And cannot is also misspelled. It is supposed to. I don't think can it. Alright, so why is it, now let's figure out why is it radioactive and why can it not be planted? The answer is very simple. It is not simple. It is supposed to be simple, but it's not. Look, I can go into my prefab items, scriptables, find cotton, which is somewhere here. Cloth, coal, berries, cotton. No, cotton isn't here. Here. Now, it is plantable. It is not plantable. I did not actually check the one box that I was supposed to check. The other thing is why other green items didn't glow. Did they? Like the carrots, did they? They have a healthy glow, not radioactive enough. And now it can, yeah, no, I fixed it. Of course, it can be. Okay. I am slowing down once again. So, if I spawn in more, do they glow? They do glow. Oh, they do. Oh, buddy boy. Why? See, the light gets turned on, right? Yes. And the fall-off strength should be pretty much the same here. Which it is. It is literally the exact same. It is exactly the same, the components on different items. Now, for some reason, these two items have something different about them. And I have no idea what that is. Matt Greer. Matt Greer, yes. What is wrong with it? What if I tried to manually just, make it look the same as here, as this guy? Wait, if I look at both of them at once and adjust these, no, then the problem is the same as before. AKA, nothing's changed, nothing's improved, nothing's worsened, at least. It is still as cancer-inducing as it was before. I can feel the plutonium. I would take a bite. Why? Why is it glowing like this? Because it makes no sense. Like, if the exact same material is applied, it is the Sprite Matte Greer. Now, I have no idea about about what this is even. It is some kind of shader graph. Yes, I can read sometimes. And my headpiece fell off again. So why? Well, no, I only have one, so it shouldn't be a problem here. The material should be correct. There has to be some kind of difference between these two. There has to be a difference, a problem, a mistake. I didn't mean... I planted it again! I'm trying to see what the problem is, and I planted it! Okay. Oh, yep, no. It is always just... Alright, I'm not gonna dwell on it. Cotton is radioactive, and nothing can be done about it. Now it can be planted, so this... Now my notes only say cotton is radioactive, as they should. Alright, back to testing stuff. Water bottles. Water bottles, water bottles. Let me spawn in like 20. I'm gonna touch them all. Can I water something that has already been watered? No, I cannot. I will now test, officially for the first time, whether growing actually works as it should, or if it breaks at some point. Still the radioactive cotton. We're not gonna grow the cotton. For some reason, those just... Okay. Perfect. Now, the carrots are ready to be harvested. They have been harvested. And I have accidentally touched one and replanted it. But good. Good. It works. It works almost as it should. Problem is there have been a bunch of errors for some reason. And I have not been paying enough attention to these because they have been screaming for a while. Okay. The problem doesn't seem to be with the cotton, the radioactive cotton. The problem seems to be somewhere else. And I don't think I want to figure out where right now. Because that would mean a lot more problems to fix. And I can just say, because a lot of the times the problem can be that items that have not been spawned properly touch one another. You know, when I touch an item that has not been spawned, but rather put in, it can cause problems with the... Because look, if I take it, this one item that has not been properly... Okay, now it doesn't do anything. What is wrong with this game? Oh yeah, that's carrots. For some reason, for some weird reason, this cotton just taunts me. It doesn't even appear to be radioactive. It is actively glowing in my face. I can feel the radiation. Okay. I forgot. I haven't... Alright, I'm gonna sit through this again. Alright, what I need to do is to put in some kind of a progression. Because right now, all the items and their crafting recipes are just piled on top of each other and in alphabetical order, which is great. It's yeah, that works. But you know, a new player can't really craft a endgame CPU made from silicon wafers and gold ingots. You know, that's going to break the bank. But they can make, you know, maybe some sheet metal. So I should probably add the items either, or the crafting recipes, either once the items under it, you know, the ones needed to craft it, have been obtained in some way, or I should probably do it progression based. You know, once you unlock a room that allows you. No, that doesn't really work. What the fuck is happening here? Okay. Once a room has been added, more things, or yeah, no, that doesn't really work. All right. Good job, me. By process of elimination, progression will be on item obtaining basis. And I hope that is spelled at least somewhat right. Maybe this. Good enough. Let's look at what is working, apparently. Apparently, what is working is this. It is not as it should. The text that you see Terry say is not this, because I have used text as also my markers for when to change positions, you know, of the character. In here, I have used, for example, change pause to change the position to what's next in the array or in the list. That, I thought, is going to help me, you know, because the dialogue should be added. I am lost in my own code. Look, the dialogue here in this menu should be added once the conversation is over. Conversation stories. Yes, here. Each one of these should have their own text, or not text, but they do have their own text, but no, they should have their own story. You know, I call it story, but it is literally just text. In here, in the UI manager, I have a story log with these things, and in stories conversations, the script named this. Yes, this should be here. The problem is, I think it has something. It has things that it shouldn't. Now these are tutorials. I need stories. These guys. Values here. Yeah, it still has in them the prompts that I use, and I thought they were gonna get removed, because here I have they always should get turned into nothing, into just blips. I didn't realize that they get added sooner, I guess, like before I even get the chance to change them. Stories, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It is here. Stories add, yes, it is here, and that's a problem. You see, that's a problem, because I can this off. Because I need the story to add dialogue. Huh? Oh, right, because, yeah, it's joining all of them together. That's great and all, but I need this to act once everything is typed out. Meaning dialogue should not be destroyed once the next line goes away. Is it being destroyed? I hope not, because that would make my job a little harder. Okay, so to that end, let's find where dialogue is mentioned here. Dialogue clear. Perfect. Before it is cleared, it should add to the story. Now, it should probably, hopefully, and most likely, do exactly what I want it to do, which is not to add the random tags. Okay, yeah. Somewhere I have caused a issue, and it is here. Room name. Yep, great. See, room name is something that dialogue room name is here. You know what? Let's I'll just add a normal public string room's name. Call it room's name. Even though it is incredibly stupidly done, I will put in here. I'll put it in here just to not have to pass it around like a hot potato through each and every one of my functions that are currently here. So room's name should fix the problem. If it doesn't, well, not my problem anymore. Of course, it's going to be my problem later on, but same with alcohol. Not my problem right now. Hey, now. Okay, does it work? Well, almost, I guess. Like, not quite, but all right. Let's looky looly la hey. Why is it doing this to me? Like, all right. So the problem here is, once again, that it's empty, completely full. God. Oh my god. All right. It should add it. Oh, right. Yeah, because it only adds it right now if it is not skipped, which means if it is skipped, it does nothing. And if I add it here, nope, that cannot. That's not going to work. Okay. Maybe here, if I'll do a for each function, if it is being skipped, I will add a for each function that's going to loop through all the strings named dialog, literally just dialog, in dialogue. Yeah, actually. All right. DL. Yeah. Yep, good enough. So dialogue, I'll loop through each of them, and if dialogue is equal to... All right, now, I've added a few of them. So, first one is change pause. You know what? I'll just copy this and hope it works. Because that's what I do. And it never does. All right. I know I'm going to need to change it a bit. Change it up a bit. I'll need to add this into here. If dia, instead of current dialog, is equal, and all these are not equal, but that's fine. That's fine. That's an easy fix. And this all should actually make it work. Once I copy paste all of my not components, what's it called? It is called equal signs. Once I paste all my equal signs, I can just say dia should be equal to nothing. Literally nothing. All right. Yeah? Cannot assign to dia because it is for each iteration variable. Yeah? For each... Yeah, I get that. Problem being, it shouldn't be a problem. All right, I'm just gonna change the for loop to for each loop to for loop, and instead, I will do a e instead of yeah. Int e is equal to 0 at the start, meaning it iterates through what dialog count. Dialog count plus, and now instead of dia, I just look at, you know, dialog position, dialog I 1 0 anything. Now with this quick and easy fix that took me what, 5, maybe more than 5 minutes, it should be fine. Right? Right? Alright. Now, if I skip it, it should show up. It shows up. It doesn't! It shows up, but there is nothing in there. There is bare. It is barren. It's here. Problem is that the dialogue is, I guess, added in single, like as a single block. Right, because it's added and then I loop through it. Am I? I am not. I am. Am I? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that was retarded. That was not smart of me. I'm trying to not use that word because it describes me perfectly, but I guess it's not politically correct. Now it's gonna work. It's gonna work perfectly. It doesn't work perfectly. It doesn't work even close to perfectly. It doesn't work at all. No matter. No matter. Doesn't matter. Because instead of it working, it's given me an idea. I can say screw it. Oh, of course I can't, because I don't know. I am actually surprised by this. This is supposed to work, and I don't know where to go from here. So let's look at it again. All right. Next week, same time, pretty much. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy your sleep. For now, I will be debugging. Debug log. What am I going to log here? I'm going to log the fact that it doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work, so it should log it like 12 times, even when I skip. It should log... yeah, it logs nothing. It doesn't even get there. Because dialogue gets cleared as the first thing. Oh my god! I am stupid. The solution is just reading. My only weakness, I guess. How did I miss that? How? Literally, it's been staring me in the face. And now it works. It doesn't work. It doesn't. It doesn't. Jesus Christ. All right, look. The log should log it here now. Cause, you know, cause why? Why doesn't it work? It looks into the thing. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't. So it sees into the... Huh. Alright, so it sees into the if function. Well, no, and it sees into the for loop multiple times, but not into the if function. Because why? Because dialogue... No, really, why? Why is this happening? See... Huh? It's given really, like, you know, not good vibes. It is telling me to go fuck myself, I guess. What does this mean? Like, what is it trying to tell me? It logs I don't work, and it doesn't log that because I don't know why. It should log it every time the dialogue is equal to change position, you know, or anyone. And I am stupid. I am actually, like, how am I missing these things? How am I? And how do I? Okay. Okay. Yep, that's not supposed to happen. Let's try it with the other keyboard. Oh, yep, now it works. Good news, everyone listening or watching. I have figured it out. Something that most of you have probably also figured out. Unfortunately for me, I'm slow. So I can't I can't know about these things in advance. I just find out very late. Perfect! Now it works. Good news, everyone. Now, why is it so so far away? So far from each other. Okay. Yeah, because there's like 8. Okay. Okay. Because every time I change it, there is like it gets entered. Can I do null? You know, it doesn't add nothing. I don't know if this is gonna work, and I don't think it's gonna work, but it is definitely worth a try. Now that I know the rest of it works, it's something. Oh, it does do something. Well, I am not so sure. Nope. Still the same problem. Huge enter blocks. By enter blocks, I mean, you know, nothings. Bundles of nothing. Ow! My fingers. Alright. No matter what I do, it is gonna be that way. It is gonna be entered. Now the thing is, what if I... Oh, I'm stupid. What? Why am I doing this? I can just remove it from dialog. Remove. I. But instead of I can just put in... I think remove takes a string, or, you know, the... Yeah, in this case, string. So let me remove everything here. Okay. This was a giant waste of my time. But I have figured it out. So... I'm gonna remove them all. And then I'm gonna go to the button function that says, oh yeah, everything is already removed. And remove it there as well, because it's gonna have the same problem. Now, I think this single block of cheese is what is needed here. Because I can just take these away. It's not going to change anything. It's going to leave these you know, prompts in there. And I, just before saving it, I'm just gonna remove everything. No more, no more. No thank you. Now, I'm sure it's gonna throw some kind of error at me. And I'm gonna say the error that it's gonna give me is I can't find that or this or those. You'll see in a second. Because right now, maybe no problem. Yeah, perfect. No problem. Yeah, problem. Oh my god. Okay. Key. Dialogue remove. Change pause. I think it's gonna just. Hey. Not good. Because it's a. You know what? Let's keep in the enters for now. So I will just keep this, aka I will save it to me and do both for now. Of course, this one doesn't work, I know that, so... Or maybe it does, but it removes only one. Sure, what's the bug? If I can help, I will, but to be fair, look at my code. Look at this. It's a mess. Yeah, and it doesn't work, usually. So... Okay, my hand hurts apparently. I have no idea why, but it does. Now let's try everything else that, you know, isn't a part of that. Part of this circle of problems. Alright, no apparent problems yet. Hello. Come on, disappear, disappear. La-di-da-di-da, yes, I understand. It is a lot of text, a lot of waiting. No! I click once more! Wee! Wee, wee, wee! Wee, 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 wee! I'm a grown man. Not what I want. Alright. This works perfectly because there are no prompts yet. This doesn't work as perfectly because there are prompts. See, there is a very simple solution that I'm just too stupid to see. I can manually write it out, the story once again, and then display that instead of, you know, have them iterate. What's it called? Sure, just let me know what the bug is. I'll help. I'll try and help. Or do you mean help me with the bug? Someone. Alright. This means everything should work as intended except these few thingamajigs. These few prompts. For example, the cotton is radioactive. For anyone who wasn't here and didn't see it, yeah, you're not going to believe it. Until you see it. And I am very willing to show you because it is funny as fuck. It is the funniest thing I have ever made. The cotton, for some reason, decided to just grow on nuclear soil. I don't know why. The problem is I literally just don't know why. The the cotton itself, the item, the everything about it is the exact same as any other green item. And as you can see, the other green items don't have this kind of problem. This guy's a fucking light show. Like, he's ready to just make X-rays. Yeah, might not be the best idea. Flashlights randomly. But still, what is the problem here? I'll just see these two. The only thing that should be changing is text, or, you know, numbers. But it shouldn't change anything else about it. Nope, that might have been a problem. Yeah, exactly. This I did just now. Okay. I can't have both of them visible like that at the same time. But here, the only thing that changes, like this, there are no other changes than the material, which is the glow. The light turns on. But the problem is the light turns on here as well. And, you know, same. You know what, let me just try this. If I copy components and paste it here as values, is it still gonna? Yep, it's still gonna glow like a light show. Like a light stick that I cracked. Why though? Why? It's not supposed to do this. It's been designed not to do this. Why is it doing it? Chaos reigns supreme in here, I guess. Because, like, they still... Yes, they do change materials. What if I manually change this material to my own spritelet? I don't know. I had it on blue. Blue. Come on. I had that material somewhere. Oh, here. Yeah. No, no problem. No problems were found. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's just normal. It's not called blue. Wait. Trial follow material? What the fuck is that? Okay. Yeah, that wasn't there before, so that's not the problem. Which is weird, because you'd think it is. And it glows like weirdly here as well, so where is the problem? What is going on? You nuclear jungle, what in the hell? Look, it's just, it's a glow. Wait, is this a problem? No, it is not a problem, because both of them are the exact same thing. The problem is that even though they are the exact same thing, it's not. Because it's just broken for some reason. You know what? I'll try something. And if it still doesn't work, it is absolutely just not supposed to work. I will remake. You know what? I'll just copy this name and then say goodbye. Now here it is cotton. Down here it is cotton. And cotton. And more importantly, the thing is cotton. Because everything here is done through scriptable objects. But at the time of making them, I had no idea how scriptable objects work. And thus, I made prefabs and scriptable objects both at the same time, without even realizing I can make only one, and it'll work the exact same way. Thus, this. Now, the problem should be mitigated, because cotton, if I put it here, now there should be literally no way for it to glow. There should be no reason for it. There should be no way for it to glow. And if it does, it is beyond help. It is literally just what? I have Why? How? Why and how? What? How is this okay. Cotton is radioactive. Just the name cotton is radioactive. There is nothing I can do. It has been fun, but I guess I will just get cancer while looking at this. What? Is it like, because this isn't, no, that's not the problem. Why? What? Who? Where? Some other question. What is going on? I think I know what's going on. The problem is I don't want to admit I know what's going on, because then that would mean I did something wrong here. I know exactly what I did here. And I don't think I know how to fix it. Because these guys have secondary textures. Yeah, I am still in play mode. These guys have secondary textures. This guy doesn't. And I think everything else does have secondary texture. Exactly. So, the problem is that it glows from everywhere. It just glows. It is quite literally radioactive. I'll also check these nuts of the cocoa kind. I will... Nope, not what I meant to do, but what I did. Jesus. Oh my god. I am... Emission. I guess not. That would be too easy, right? What is it called? What did I... Oh, yep. There it is. Oh, yep. Apply. All of a sudden, it's gonna work, and I can promise you that with a what? With a 100% guarantee. My voice is getting strained. Like, I have never streamed before, and I have never been this hyperactive for so long. Jesus Christ. Like, it's usually bursts of like 20 minutes every 5 minutes. Yeah. Every 5 minutes once it ends. Math is hard. Alright. This is water, by the way. Even though it is... I'm recycling. Not the word I was looking for. Reusing. That's called... Oh yeah, I wanted to find out if it works. It does work. I can promise. Wait. I am sure it works. I can promise that it works. It works! Congratulate me, everybody! Everyone, let me know. I am not stupid. I am. It took me 30 minutes to figure out the fact that I forgot to add a emission map to a texture. I am obviously not mentally well. But hey, it's done, and cotton is no longer radioactive. And I'm happy to say that was not a problem I was expecting to solve today. Not even close. Yeah. Yay. Hey. Alright, what am I fixing next? I don't want to fix anything right now, to be fair. I've tested mostly everything that is on these floors. And I have also tested off-stream, the fact that you can unlock, well, the elevator all the way down. Problem being, I don't know if I can unlock these rooms. And I am too scared to try it out. Does anyone want to see it? If not, I'm not testing right now, and I am focusing on these rooms. And I'm fixing problems. Good to know. Alright, let's... Alright, everything about these rooms works, except these problems. So, let's go one by one and change them. Items in elevator stay in elevator when in chest. Yes, that is very descriptive, and I am sure everyone knows what is meant by this. Thing is, I don't know if it's necessarily true. Because look, the items... I have to go through this once more. Because it is the tutorial, and I am always making a new save. So, thing is, when I put something in the elevator... What's up? Huh? Did I just double it? Am I supposed to give it to the next person, or...? No. There were two. I just somehow didn't notice, and both of them got swept up. So, now, if I pick up these items and throw them out here, and all of a sudden it works. So, now... Nope, it doesn't work. Because right now, I just threw an item into space. Literally into... And it's back! Okay. Okay, buddy. Alright. And once I touch them, they're back. But I needed to... Once they are out of the chest, to check where they are. And I think I have a function for that in here. I think once... I think there has to be some kind of Delayed start. Yes, yes, yes. That is great and all, but not what I'm looking for. I am looking for a for a function that I don't have, apparently. Great. All right, look, the on trigger stay, I want to eliminate that as much as possible. Hmm. Yeah, I am way too tired to actually do this. The trigger, yeah, that is definitely a trigger. So the problem is either in on trigger enter or on trigger exit. If, you know what, wait, I will, when stop following, I will say it is out, always. At first. Out. And now I'll test it, and if this, by some miracle, some groundbreaking miracle, you know, just for some reason, it works, it'll be great. Because I have one scenario in mind. That scenario is like, oh, all right, if it's always out, if it's always meant to be out when ejected, the problem is, will it find itself? Like here, for example. Will this issue was in hand open? Huh? The storage is harder to tell. Bonk. Okay. That's some good news, because yeah, all right, it works surprisingly well. Never mind, it didn't work at all. I don't think they even got called. Is in shoot. Is off. Right now it's on. And now it's off. So it's still on. Okay, so the moment they get swept up, I need them to... The moment they get swept up, I need them to... What? Well, that's easy. I need them to not be... Not this. Not here. I need to go into the draggles, and when ejected, so E, when E is pressed, huh? It's not... What? Oh, there, yeah. I need this guy. This guy. Once they're set active, to get component follow dot out. And this also goes into small storage, small chest. on the in the exact same place, and also goes in the big chest in the exact same place once again. Oh. Now, possibly, I am locked in. Oh yeah! Let's break it. Let me break it. Hehe. I am the fastest man under the sun. Even without the sun. The variable selling to of visitor spawner does not exist anymore. What? But everything worked, so I'm not gonna dwell on it right now. Okay, this worked. Okay. Oop. Okay. Now, out. Wait, is there a barrier here, or? There isn't. Then why are they getting stuck? Explain it to me like I'm stupid. Because I am. Alright, who cleared Wanger? It doesn't work as it should. Why doesn't it work as it should? Well, that's a good question. Now it does. Huh? Alright, why does this collision actually happen? Because item, or drags, layer 6, should not... Wait, did I... Yeah. Layer 6 should not be interacting with 2. Right? No. Yeah. With 2. Okay, I may be mistaken about that. Okay. All right. Good to know. See you guys later. I'm out. If there's someone here, I'm sorry. My brain's broken.